Alright, we're back. Our latest video here is going to be the stargazer lily. I don't know if y'all can see that. Here's our little template. I might bring out the original drawing later. But this is a type of like cone flower. And this is a carving I'm doing for my mother for her birthday. Like I said, I'm calling this the birthday month. And we've already started here a little bit. What we're going to do is start curving these petals the way they're supposed to be. You can see, oh, the camera angle's good. You can see the lines we've drawn here to try and show some of the curvature. Obviously we're going to have to touch it up a little bit as we go along, but we're in the starting processes. I went ahead and did the rough form and didn't record it just to save time, because like I've said, I've covered that I think pretty well in several other videos, so no point in wasting our else's time. And these little bits of pollen in here had little stems that hold the pollen at the top. I was going to try and carve those, but I've figured out another idea I want to try later. So when we get to that point, I'll show you what I'm doing. So we're not going to carve those in. They will be there, but they won't be carved. So that gives anybody kind of at least a hint of what I'm trying to do. What we're doing is we're just doing like a plunging cut. Like I said, it's a bit of a rocking motion. That way the blade of the knife is doing all the work. Hopefully our camera angles are good. And what we're trying to do is we're just trying to mimic the natural way these flower petals should be heading in. Like I said, this being a cone flower, it tapers inward, and all these lines on the sides here, all this comes off. Tough part's going to be is the stem actually goes up and attaches right here. So when we get to that, we'll figure out what we're doing. So right now we're just trying to work around it. And I've already gone and cut along these a little bit. So let's see if we can't remove a little bit of wood to show you guys the general idea. I'm going to have to be careful once again, because this is already pretty fragile if I'm too heavy-handed on it. But as we go along and start thinning things out, it's going to be even more fragile. So I'm just going to be careful, not be a mammal toes, as my brother says. That comes from an old, I think, Mad TV episode with John Cena on it. He made a joke about a wrestler's name being Mammal Toes. Alright, so you're starting to get an idea here. Let's see. Make sure our camera angles are good. I think the videos came out pretty well for the last one. I did that Kingdom Hearts Keyblade, and I was pretty pleased with how it came out, especially that little chain. Like I said, never having done one that small, I was pretty happy with it. And like I said, I tried to show y'all as much as I could. Maybe if I do another one, I'll do it a little bigger and show the full steps, but there's plenty of videos out there of people who do the wood chains if you want to watch them. Not a lot of people who actually hand do it. Everybody wants to cut corners and use power tools, which obviously would be easier, but with something that small, there's no way you could use power tool. Believe me, I thought about it. Sorry about all the flipping and turning I'm doing of this thing. That's just how I have to work. Come at it from multiple angles. You look rested. What I'm doing right here is, I always do this when there's big pieces I'm trying to remove at once so I don't break anything, is I just score the wood that I'm removing. That way it comes off easier. And hopefully some of you wood carving purists appreciate this video. I know some of the ones I've done so far are a little outside the realm of what most people do. So hopefully this being a flower will get some people to at least leave a daggone comment, guys. Just looking for a little feedback. And we're still trying to stay within that 15-minute time frame, unfortunately. So I'm just trying to give you all the general idea of how this is going. Before we move on to the next step, I'll probably be just shutting it off and back on multiple times, just so y'all can get as much as you can out of this, because you miss one or two steps and the daggone thing might almost be done. Alright, I hope y'all are getting a general idea here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off, do a couple more, and we'll move on to the next step after that.